I didn't.
You got a loadout drop inbound. Marked remaining operators from that squad. Hunt them down. See, I see them.
Zapped him! And my hand's greasy. Can't even hold the fucking controller. What? No. What? What is up? Kid cutting? Day and night. That turning me in my mind. What? Yeah, Finna kill the whole fucking lobby.
You're losing ground. Move it. Marking gas mask. All right, your squad's in the safe zone. Hey, here's the bounty contract.
Whoa, what the fuck did I just do?
Bounty targets are up. Get after them. Gas is closing in. Relocating the safe zone.
Nigga, fix your mic, nigga. What the fuck?
Fire
Where's it doing?
sale active. Buy station prices have been reduced.
It's like,
Attenzione, this sector's hot. top 10. Keep knocking them out.
Armor pouch here. Took around.
They cannot shoot. Whoever that is, man. They cannot hit shit.
Resurgence is about to end. Make it count.
Found it. Crack.
You got gas moving in.
Hey, enemy here.
All squad members are in the safe zone.
Who can see you?
Good as new.
Fire sale's over. Adjusting prices. Kill confirmed, and we located the rest of them.
I was trying to quit school. It didn't work out.
I keep it on. Marking self-revive.
Two down.
Resurgence has been deactivated. This is the end game. Supply crates are restocked. Advise you load up now. We lost that sumbitch. Bounty contract's been pulled. Friendly Guardian is active.
No way. He's one shot this slow fat ass gun, man. Downstairs, right around the corner, coming up. I should have slid on him.
Gas is inbound.
Should just let me down big time.
Our Guardians lost power.
Left, 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 left. On the highway with you. On that zip on the right. They crossing over. And someone's on that roof sniping them. Chase him. Get that, get that. There's ammo box. Yep.
Squads in the top 5. You got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated.
Yes, sir. Oh,
Gas
no.
is closing in.
Stand it.
Only 5 remain.
I ain't mean to stand up, bro.
The enemy took that one, but we'll get them back.
Fuck.
Why you go out there?
My bad, my bad, my bad. I could hear everything too.
Oh, he did not just.
I was just like, damn, what is that?
I don't even know.
Fire roll.
What is that?
Yeah, you funny as shit, yo.
You the
I
host.
can't deal. I cannot fucking deal.
That's you? That's fucked up. Damn, they executed thought. Yo.
Huh?
All teams, extraction is inbound. Get hooked in and stand
Look,
by.
speaking of Silver, he just now calling me.
Here comes the snap.
Hold on, let me see what he's talking about.
Good hook.
That was a weird game. It was quiet as shit.
Return the conquering heroes. Doing us all proud downrange. Let's review. Speed and violence make a great team. God damn! You are one tough sumbitch. No rest for the wicked. Let's get back to work.
Hey, I'm gonna be back. I might have to go to work.
Alright.
I might have to go back. I'm in my room, my nigga. Been in your room? Probably for like the past 20, 30 minutes. Been in your room? Like, probably like 20 minutes, yeah. Yeah.
All right. Fucking around, not looking at nothing. All these lighters up here on my desk. I hate it so much. There's so much shit up here. Alright. You getting on, Adrian? Let's see.
That's no stranger to evolution. And I think we've entered into a new phase in this blossoming butterfly of a streaming service. Now, I know for a lot of people, Twitch is mainly like a gaming platform, but it's gone through so many different changes that it's more than that now. There's huge events that are hosted there, really high quality productions, IRL streams. A lot of different content is on Twitch these days. And when you think of Twitch now, the first thing you think of isn't always going to be gaming. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I want to drag you kicking and screaming into the future, because a pioneer has just arisen to really showcase the power of technology. Behold, true gaming in its purest form. This is what streaming is all about. Now, the censoring on her butthole was done by me. I felt I had to, just to make sure that this video would be safe to be uploaded, but make no mistake, while live, it was not censored at all. This was the director's cut. Full-blown poop shoot action. Barely covered by, like, the tiniest string of fabric. So last night while I was streaming, chat was telling me that I should check out her stream because they wanted my opinion on if it was breaking Twitch terms of service, like I'm some kind of fucking hall monitor for Twitch. And it just piqued my curiosity, so I checked it out. Her name is Strawberry Tabby, and she was one of the most popular streamers last night while I was on. She was playing Valorant at the time, but she had been live for 5 hours streaming. And I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw that this was the setup. So there's the torso cam for, like, the titties, like, so it's mainly, like, honkers and a very tight bikini, and then a totally separate camera just for butthole. A pure ass cam. And then, like, a very tiny box for gameplay. Now, when I was made aware of this, I was joking about it, and at some point during the stream, she went on, like, a phone call for a brief moment, and then came back with a changed set of bottoms. So it seems like she must have got a call from someone at Twitch letting her know that her previous garments weren't acceptable. So she changed into this, yet kept everything else exactly the same. And you can still, of course, see, like, butthole, anus folds and everything. Like, it's still, like, you can still see all of it, but there's a little bit more covering towards the crack, like the ass crack top of it. And I couldn't help but just laugh. For a while now, there's been this arms race on Twitch with sexual content where creators have found that it makes a lot of money to do sexual content on Twitch and it builds a huge audience, so they're constantly trying to push boundaries for what Twitch will allow, and Twitch just doesn't crack down hard on it themselves. Like, the most you'll ever see a creator get banned for these type of streams is like 3 days. There was a creator who fully goatsied herself bare ass on stream and she got a 3-day ban. There was another streamer who just fully had sex on stream and only got a 3-day ban. So there's no real risk associated with trying this, and you stand to gain a lot of money from it. So it's not like I'm even mad at her or anything. It's really a don't hate the player, hate the game situation, because Twitch doesn't really do much about it, thus it must be okay with their policies. But anyway, I just wanted to show you some of the clips from last night where I was going through this in real time, and just to give you an update on where things are at this morning, she received a ban, which I'm not taking responsibility for. It's not my fault. That you can't blame me, Coomers. I know there's a lot of angry gooners that think I was the reason she got banned, but I am innocent in this. I, like all of you, was just watching the content, and that was it. I didn't report her or anything. Oh my god. Okay, there's one guy in the chat, and he keeps saying, have you seen, I won't say the streamer's name, stream. She's got her whole ass out. And I was like, there's no way. So I go to the stream. And she's playing Valorant in this really tiny box. She has 2 camera angles. One on her, like, torso in, like, a really tiny string bikini. And one on her backside that's focused on her asshole. It's like a colonoscopy cam where she's wearing, like, a very, very tiny thong. And then the Valorant gameplay is, like, right up here on her back. Very tiny. That's just so aggressive. And I'm reading the chat. There's just one guy in all caps saying, fix the camera. Because I'm guessing what happened is it tilted a little bit up from her ass crack. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. She's fixing it. Obviously, I'm not going to fucking pull this up on stream. This seems a little much even for Twitch. This is absolutely wild. Like, when she moves, you can literally see, like, her anus creases. Like, she has 6,600 viewers. She's a very popular streamer. I've definitely seen her name before. Oiled Up, too. Yeah, Oiled Up as well. It's not worth the... It is absolutely... One wrong move and her whole butthole flies out. It's just not worth the risk for me to pull it up. Okay, you know what, it's worth the risk. I'm gonna try. Because there's like this weird toy hammer that goes on her stream if you move your mouse over it. Okay, it's on Twitch. Surely it's okay, right? You would think? Here, we're gonna go like this. Okay, and then I'm gonna crop like that. And then... Let me see if I can get my censoring in position. This is so... I can't... There's no way. There's no way. There's no way I make that work. And she's moving right now. Like, her... There's no way. There's no way I make that work. But I mean, it's on. It's literally one of the biggest streams on Twitch right now, so it's got to be okay with their rules. What does the hammer do, Charlie? I don't know, but that's why I thought I could maybe censor it with the hammer, but it just doesn't work. We're gooning together. Okay, you need help, brother. I'm in there for the Valorant gameplay. Yeah, you and me both. That's why we're all there. No, I mean, good for her. If Twitch is okay with it, fucking let the hustle ride. But every time she moves her ass closer to the camera, it legitimately feels like we're about to do a deep dive colon cam. It is incredibly close range. I can see hair follicles. Like looking at her ass through a microscope. So it's a high quality asshole cam. It's 8K. She's definitely got a black magic cam just for her ass. Like, if she gets goosebumps, you'll be able to see each individual one. She's filming her ass with an IMAX camera. Yeah, she's making it so it's compatible with the big screen. She's using the same technology they used to film Oppenheimer. Is she good at the game? I don't know. I wasn't looking at the gameplay. I have no clue. I haven't the foggiest. I can actually see her asshole. Like, her actual asshole. Like legit, no, like it's not even covered anymore. I can see each fold. And there's one guy, that guy in the chat, I think it's the same guy who was like, fix your cam. I just saw him celebrate. He said, come on, fudge. don't know what that means, but he's excited, so I'm excited for him. I censored. Do you want to? Yeah, thank you, Edgar. Can you send me the censor so that way I can at least pull up what it looks like? That's a good idea. I didn't even think to screenshot it. Yeah, send me the censored screenshot. This is. I think we just witnessed the birth of the new meta here. You got a big moment there, a highlight reel. But yeah, this is the setup. This is the new wave, that Valorant 2.0. Is this okay to show? I mean, it was censored, and it's one of the biggest streams on Twitch, and she's been a big streamer for a long time, so I'm guessing it's fine. I hope. Imagine I'm the one who gets in trouble. Moist Critical, we found you were in violation of Twitch's nudity policy. For that, you'll be receiving a 30-day suspension. Camera is so clear, we'll actually see her farts. That's what I was saying, like, that camera is unreal. Like, she legitimately might be using a black magic for that. You would actually see the fart fumes come out. Like a cartoon. Hats off to the gooner who blew the lid on that operation, because that was fascinating. And she still has, like, the kiddie pool in the background, so that way she plays by the pools and hot tubs rule. It's a Walmart flamingo kiddie pool. She got up and left, so I'm guessing, like, one of her Twitch contacts told her that it was a little much after 5 hours worth. Interesting timing on that. You made her change clothes. Oh, fuck, that one guy who was talking about here comes the fudge and fix the cam in all caps is gonna be livid. He had his whole night ruined. The hog was not fully squeezed, and that man is going to be inconsolable. Why do you have resubscribe? Because someone gifted me a sub. You just created your own version of the Joker. Yeah, that one desperate Coomer. Damn. How dare you? But also, there's no reason to go into DEF CON, by the way, Gooners. The panic was unwarranted. All she did was change into a different, lower bikini bottom. So instead of having, like, a small piece of paper there stuck in her ass cheeks, she's now got, like, a normal bikini that she's wedgied herself with. So, it's not all bad. He'll probably still enjoy it. I haven't really looked into exactly how the whistleblower passed away here, allegedly unaliving himself, but with everything that's been going on in the aviation industry, to me, from like the little bits I've read, it sounds more like an assassination. This is scary shit, man. I'm telling you. Planes are the devil. I've been saying it since I was a child. And you called me crazy.
Trying to see how I want to expand this shit.
No, I have not. Tin Finger. I don't know who that is. Oh, wait, yes, I have. That's the Logan guy.
Shit.
And yeah, of course, I know the Stalker games. John Barnett, who had worked for Boeing for 32 years until his retirement in 2017, the days before his death, he had been giving evidence in a whistleblower lawsuit against the company. Boeing said it was saddened to hear of Mr. Barnett's passing. The Charleston County coroner confirmed his death to the BBC on Monday. It said the 62-year-old had died from a self-inflicted wound on March 9th, and police were investigating. Mr. Barnett had worked for the U.S. plane giant for 32 years. From 2010, he worked as a quality manager. In 2019, Mr. Barnett told the BBC that under-pressure workers had been deliberately fitting substandard parts to aircraft on the production line. He also said he had uncovered serious problems with oxygen systems, which could mean 1 in 4 breathing masks would not work in an emergency. He said soon after starting work in South Carolina, he had become concerned that the push to get new aircraft built meant the assembly process was rushed and safety was compromised, something the company denied. Later told BBC that workers had failed to follow procedures intended to track components throughout the factory, allowing defective components to go missing. He said in some cases, substandard parts had even been removed from scrap bins and fitted to planes that were being built to prevent delays on the production line. And he also claimed that tests on emergency oxygen systems due to be fitted to the 787 showed a failure rate of 25%, meaning that 1 in 4 could fail. So he was exposing a lot, clearly, and now he is dead. Seems fishy. Seems very fishy. Prime Kings and didn't pick a name. says Mr. Barnett had been in Charleston for legal interviews linked to that case. Last week, he gave a formal deposition in which he was questioned by Boeing's lawyers before being cross-examined by his own counsel. He had been due to undergo further questioning on Saturday. When he did not appear, inquiries were made at his hotel. He was subsequently found dead in his truck in the hotel car park. Speaking to BBC, his lawyers described his death as tragic. In a statement, Boeing said, "We are saddened by Mr. Barnett's passing and our thoughts are with his family and friends." His death comes at a time when production standards at both Boeing and its key supplier, Spirit Aerosystems, are under intense scrutiny. This follows an incident in early January when an unused emergency exit door blew off a brand new Boeing 737 MAX shortly after takeoff from Portland. What interesting timing for him to kill himself. Surely a coincidence. Some cracks in. Yeah, he was a Boeing whistleblower, actively engaged in a lawsuit against Boeing. Same guy who got Epstein. Yeah, maybe they just used the same person. It is one guy. The planes are starting to fall apart. And Mr. Barnett was trying to expose the truth. Boeing took him out. I think that's what happened here. Oh, is that about the cannibal thing? I saw the headlines for the cannibal. I haven't read about it or anything. And yeah, I heard about the body being driven to the bank to take money out. Membership prodigy. Really confused that the planes are falling apart and they were going to be exposed. Is it deliberate? Well, yeah, I think so. Most people would read this and conclude that this was likely a murder. He was engaged in a very important lawsuit with Boeing. And now, obviously, it can't finish because he's dead. And yeah, I'm getting bits and pieces of it, Cake. It's just a lot. Government cover-up tier list win. Not a bad idea. What does Boeing gain from having their planes falling apart? Well, they don't gain anything from that. What they gain is by saving money on the construction as well as meeting strict deadlines for the production line, which is something Barnett was mentioning a couple times throughout this. So like in an effort to be like quick, meet those deadlines on the assembly line, they would use substandard parts, which is why shit keeps falling apart. They don't necessarily gain from having their planes fucking combust in the air, but it is good for business if they're saving money and meeting these strict timetables. I missed that one, Urban. That's cute, though. And that is sad, Lucas. Temu parts? It actually sounds like worse than Temu parts. Like here it says they were going into the bin from scrap bins and fitting them to the planes. You'd be better off buying from Temu. And have not done that with Shinzo. Corner cutting everywhere with manufacturing, maintenance, and pilot training. Pilot training's a big one too. We went over this a few times, but you remember when those, like, what was it, 787 Maxes or 737 Maxes? I don't remember. But, like, that new model that kept falling out of the sky and fucking blowing up? That was because they changed something and never educated the pilots on it, so what would happen is, like, the system would put it into a fucking nosedive. And they couldn't correct it. There's a prime rose. Once they went from engineering leadership to business leadership, it all went to shit. Well, that's the way of things, unfortunately. That was called the MCAS system. Yep, that's the one. Or, no, wasn't it MCAT? Or am I misremembering? Let's look it up. MKAS. You were right. Hey, congrats on the 14-year anniversary meditation. Hope the channel's going well. Jesus. I'm surely supposed to be on a site working for Boeing. They're building a bunch of new hangars in Florida. It's another place to halfway assemble planes. Cool. Have fun. Yeah, a few of them, Jake. And we've gone back to some of the older ones, like the pizza one. You should check out Suno AI. It's so crazy the quality of the songs it makes. That's the second time I've heard about that. What are we playing tonight? Siege. Later. And no, I have not Vestrix. I haven't looked into all of it yet. There's been so much going on in the Minecraft community, it's been hard to keep up with all of it. But I will be checking in on all of it and trying to get all the info. Charlie, you're not getting approved by that guy because esports aren't an Olympic sport. Surprised you didn't make that connection. I know you're joking about the immigration, but I actually got a lot of really good info today about why we've been getting declined. Thanks to Tier 1 LMAO. And one of the things might legitimately be the name of our org, Moist Esports. Unironically. Like I said it as a joke in the video, but today we talked to Matt talked to a really knowledgeable person who also is a specialist when it comes to immigration stuff. And he said that might actually be a real reason because of the name. Which is tragic. Absolutely fucking tragic. You hear about the girl who went on a reality show to find her mom, who abandoned her, but discovered she married her brother by accident? What a fucking storyline that is. Nope. News to me. Thanks to membership, Urban. Jesus Christ. That's super sweet. Thanks, Ward. Should have used a reputable name like Boeing. Yeah, for our esports organization. Boeing Esports. What does it violate? It doesn't violate anything. Like I said in the video, it comes down to individuals. And the individuals have all of the say-so. So if there's anything they don't like or anything that smells fishy to them, they can just fully, with their own power, say no. So they speculated that the name, since the word moist is so off-putting to so many people, could legitimately be a deterrent. That they're not taking it seriously as like an international thing, regardless of our results, that it is some kind of sham to get them here for some nefarious reason or whatever. And that could legitimately be playing a role in why we're declined and still struggling. Thanks to the anonymous 5 gift subs. Resub Bunter. So it was your fault. Unintentionally, yeah. Like, moist is not a bad word. In fact, Moist is one of the largest brands of shampoo. Well, it's not one of the largest. But, like, that Aussie Moist whatever, like, that's a huge brand. Like, it's not a bad word. No, I don't think so, Frenchie. So what do we name ourselves now? Well, we can't just change the name like that. We've got too many moving parts to just do that willy-nilly. We have a lot of options moving forward, though. It's just a massive fucking headache with this immigration stuff. Thanks to Prime Pixel. My tier 1 root.
We actually can't predict the future. The future is actually not predictable. The world is not deterministic, and we know this for a number of reasons, many of which are scientific. So we have to move forward in faith. And so the monotheistic hypothesis is that there's an ultimate unity, and and also that that's what we should have faith in. And so I want to run something by you, and you tell me what you think about this. So there's an autobiographical account in the Gospels of one of Christ's reactions to a particular question. And so he's being tormented by the scribes and the Pharisees and the lawyers. So nothing's really changed. The Pharisees are hypocrites, the scribes are academics, and the lawyers, well, they're still lawyers. And what they're essentially trying to do continually in the gospel account is to trap Christ into making a heretical statement so that they can have him arrested and destroyed. And so they're attempting to reputation savage, essentially. And so at one point, this is a very famous scene, and I'm sure you know it, one of his opponents challenges Jesus to describe which of the commandments is the primary commandment. And the hope there is that he'll pick one, and by picking one will denigrate the others. And because he's denigrating the others in comparison, they can bring him up on charges of heresy. And he says something quite remarkable. He says that the 10 commandments are manifestations of an underlying unity of moral conceptualization, and that they circulate around a particular theme. And the theme, you can express the theme quite concisely in a twofold manner. You should aim at what's best, God. You should align yourself with the highest possible aim. That's number one. So that orients you. And then number two, you should treat other people as you would like to be treated. You should put yourself in their position and work for a harmonious unity that would emerge if you treated other people the way you would want to be treated if you were treating yourself properly. So it's interesting. So really what he's doing, it's so interesting. He's taking a cloud of conception, which is the 10 Commandments, which were themselves derived from an analysis. It's an analysis, like you said, you conducted in some ways by listening to the tens of thousands of comments that you've received from the people who've been watching and listening to what you've been doing. You accumulated all of this cries from the people, let's say. You derive a set of principles as a consequence of that, but those principles themselves orient around something that's central. That central point of orientation, I think, is equivalent to God, and it's also equivalent to what we should have faith in.
Playtime's over. Stand by for
And so I
deployment
would
to the war
say,
zone.
you tell me what you think of it. This is where the question is.
Enemy
Now,
soldier incoming.
you outlined a set of
I want
problems,
that bird
attack
ready
on
in
free
3
speech,
mics.
faith, and
Relay
family,
those
and then you
coordinates.
identified 10 working
You
principles.
are.
So what do you
Oh,
think
the
of
it
green
was
light. Get on the
magic.
war zone.
that which
Grab
you
your gear
have
and shoot.
faith in?
You're
I'm
up in
speaking
3.
personally here. That which you have
Rules of
faith
engagement are
in is
simple.
equivalent to the
Weapons free
spirit
on all
that
threats.
all of these principles point to. You see what I mean? That there's an underlying unity
Won't be
there
a
that
sheriff.
makes those principles
I'll see you
coherent.
on the other side.
Does that strike you as plausible?
It does strike me as plausible, and I leave room for that to
Not
be
this
Your
map.
team can redeploy.
defined differently
Eliminate targets to bring them
by
back
each
faster.
person.
How much?
Hey, now.
Enemies
Yes.
are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Where's medical? I'm wounded.
Got him.
Nice.
Enemy back to 100.
Oh, what are you using? He beat the shit out of you. How about?
No.
Enemy took that one.
I
We'll
hate
get
this
them back.
game, man. This shit sucks.
That is sorting through the events of their life. You know, the first principle that I have in We've Got Issues, how you can stand strong for America's soul and sanity, which is, I think that the subtitle of this book is as important as the title, because the book is very prescriptive. Any jackass can kick down a barn, but it takes a carpenter to build one back. And I don't like it when people criticize and then don't offer a better alternative. If you don't have a better alternative, why don't you just shut up? Because all you're doing is just poking holes in something. And I think you need to have an alternative. And I think it begins with something that, the reason I say that, I think it's each person comes at it from a different point of view, even though there is a unifying principle, is I think we all have a personal truth. And that personal truth is what we think, feel, and believe about ourselves when nobody else is looking, nobody else is listening. We've taken off the social mask and we're being honest with ourselves. And unless people have made a concerted effort to do some repairs, we all have a damaged personal truth. And so, I think about it like a brand new shiny yellow cab rolling out in New York the first day, and it looks great, and it's shiny, and everything is perfect, and you catch up with it 20 years later, it's going to look like a dog's been chewing on it out in the backyard. It's going to be dinged up. It's going to have had fender benders. It's going to have people that have thrown up in the back seat. It's going to just have taken on a lot of hits along the way. And I think we're that way in life. And some of us more than others. And I think the reason personal truth is so important in getting to that unifying principle is
All stations, this is Shadow
we
01.
generate the
Deployment
results
to the
in
war
life we
zone has
think
been
we
authorized.
deserve.
Oh, yeah.
And so if we think we're a second-class citizen, if we think we don't measure up to everybody else in some way, we're going to generate the results that are consistent with that. And you know, this will sound arrogant, but I think most people are capable of doing this.
Down there.
There are certain people I can see just walking down the sidewalk, and without any other information than just what I'm looking at, there are certain things that I know about that person.
Resurgence.
I mean, if there's somebody that A, doesn't take care of themselves,
This nigga.
their clothes are unkept, doesn't matter how nice they are, it's just they're unkept. You know, they're kind of heads down.
Not in the lobby.
shuffling
He just
along.
said he had to
It
go to
seems
work.
like
He's such a
every
liar.
step is barely what they can do.
I'm gonna find his address and I'm gonna send him
I
some
know
shit.
for one thing for certain in my mind is that person has
Some
a
gorilla
damaged
shit.
personal truth because they're generating that existence in their life.
Wanna back up?
And they're not walking with their head up and their shoulders
Wanna back up?
They're not out in the middle of the sidewalk. They're just kind of skulking along the side. They're generating exactly what they think they deserve. And I think that 80% of society can wind up in that role if they feel guilty about what they think and believe. And we have evidence of this in that the number of people willing to speak out
We're playing
is
regular or ranked?
crippled. Unwilling to speak out is crippled in the last 75 years. So
Right.
there's a lack of passion and conviction, perhaps,
Right.
and a fear of being canceled, attacked, having the woke mob come after them.
It's your boy Colin.
Yeah, I'm a perfect example
Nigga
of
got
it.
no hair.
I grew up with an alcoholic father. It was a chaotic and oftentimes violent home. A lot of times we didn't have money to turn the electricity on. I had 3 sisters. 2 of them were married between them 11 times, which I think is pretty hard to do unless you start when you're like 14, and then you can get some in fairly early on. And I lived with all of this, and people make this mistake, and it's why our young people right now, I'll get to that in a minute maybe, but it's why our young people right now are experiencing a mental emotional crisis with high levels of anxiety, depression, loneliness, suicidal ideation, and suicidality.
Try to start it.
Because people compare their personal truth with other people's social mask. And I could go to school and I know that I just left a house that was in chaos. The utilities were turned off. We didn't have food. My dad was drunk in the street. And I'm sitting next to a kid with a pressed shirt on and a washed face, and his hair's all combed. And if I compare my reality to his social mask, I'm going to lose every single time. Now, he may have it worse off than I ever thought of having. But if you compare your reality to his social mask, you're going to lose.
You know, we elaborated on the idea that you know, you elaborated out a set of principles and that there's a unifying theme behind them. And then you said you bought that explanation, but then you pointed to the fact that other people may come to the table with a different set of principles. And so there's a way that the universal particularizes itself in each life. You know, I would say, tell me what you think of this proposition. So imagine that another person might generate a different list of 10 working principles, but that the higher order principle from which those are derived would remain essentially constant. And I would think that would be equivalent to the undamaged car that you described. You know, so there's an Old Testament account of the prophet Elijah, and Elijah is the first prophet who posits that God is the voice of conscience. Now, and you made the case, at least by inference, that people are blessed with the ability to establish a relationship with something that calls to them from within. That might happen in a different way for each person. I mean, that's really the difference between people's personality and their temperament. Then you made the case that if they deviate from that, that becomes so obvious that you can even see it in their day-to-day behavior. You can see it when you're watching people when you walk down the street. You know, Dr. Phil, one of the things I've noticed is that most people don't watch other people when they walk down the street, right? They look at the ground or they're in their own little bubble. I mean, if you watch people on the street, you can get an eyeful of who they are very, very rapidly. And, you know, if people are particularly angry and bitter and they're walking down the street and you pay attention to them, that actually sometimes makes them angry, which is why people will avoid eye contact, because you reflect back to them the hell that they've trapped themselves in. And they find that very unpleasant. You know, part of the reason I wrote in my first book, I wrote the injunction to people to stand up straight with their shoulders back, was to reflect in the microcosm of their behavior an orientation upward and towards what the good was, and that is embedded in everything that people do and every glance they make and every step they take forward. So
can we play a regular game first before we decide to get ranked?
They come to, that would be the same in some ways, is that they come to what is highest in their own personal way. Now y'all trying
to, get your rank
up.
up.
That doesn't indicate that the landscape is morally relative, or that there's no unity towards which our conscience and our moral orientation point. So,
you know, I would
that's
even
a way
say,
of reconciling that plurality. Go ahead.
I would even say that they come at it with a different point of view. They might not even want to change the 10 principles, but they might interpret them differently in how they apply to their own existence. So they may not even change the 10 principles. And some of them are so universal, like the 10th principle I talk about in the book is treat yourself and others with dignity and respect. And, you know, a lot of people can look at that and say, look, Doc, I don't need to buy a book to know that. That seems pretty forthright and self-evident, but it is not. And I will tell you why I think it is not. It's the first two words: treat yourself with dignity and respect, because I believe you can't give away what you don't have. So if somebody doesn't treat themselves with dignity and respect, if they don't heal that damaged personal truth, and however that damage came about, maybe it's a woman that has been sexually abused growing up by an uncle or whatever, and you know, we know 95% of molestation is by someone they know in the family. It's not the predator in the raincoat at the schoolyard saying, you want see some pictures and candy. I mean, it's somebody we know and trust usually in these situations. But let's say it's a woman that has been molested and raped in her childhood, and that's never been healed in her.
Am I muted or y'all muted?
If she doesn't deal with that trauma, if she doesn't heal that trauma, then her children are not going to get 100% of their mother. They're going to get 100% of the woman that is that mother. Or if it happened to the father, they're not going to get 100% of who he could be, who they
All
could bring
stations,
to the
green light.
table,
We are
the mother
deploying
or
to
the
the war
father
zone.
bring to the parenting table, unless they heal that damaged personal truth. And, you know, for me in my situation, growing up with that, I had to heal that personal truth. My father died when I was 42 years old. And by that time, I had graduated #1 in my class with a double core of PhD programs, one medical psychology and one
Survive to
clinical
redeploy fallen
psychology. And
teammates. Kill to bring them back faster.
had a very successful business, a very successful marriage, and children, and I'd gone to school on 2 athletic scholarships. I'm not saying I was the greatest son in the history of the world, but I had some achievement. But by the time he passed away in 42, when I was 42,
Moving here.
Moving.
Marked hostiles.
Gas is inbound.
Are we here?
Yeah.
Enemy destroyed. Use your attack map to hunt down the rest of them.
Planning charge.
Come down here. Come on.
Some of your squad's outside the safe zone. Enemy soldier incoming.
Oh my fucking god!
Mark remaining operators from that squad. Hunt them down.
Got him.
They are pushing me something crazy.
I can't help you,
They
man.
Headed your
fucking
way.
yeah, and nothing good about that. I almost had one down, but they stormed the fuck out of me.
Taking fire.
Your squad mates redeploying. Well done.
Hey, man, I'm running from nothing.
Where's Adrian?
Agent probably getting smacked up by his girl. He always be getting in trouble doing stupid shit.
Down somebody across the street and pushing it.
Enemies dropping into the AO.
Thermal grenade out!
Of course.
You're not ready.
You're not ready.
Nigga playing on the connect.
Hey. Bitch got my throwing knife in his shoulder, but give it back. Right here. Oh, right there, bruh.
I got you. Take some time.
Target down.
He was not finna get
Marking
up,
the
homie.
rest of 'em.
Snipers, hella snipers. La Plata.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Who hovering?
You got a
like
laser?
bitch? Yeah, I do.
Confirmed.
A green one.
We located the rest of them.
Got him. Don't worry about it.
What about the guy over here?
Yeah, I got him. I got him. Cracked his buddy. Every time you stand up, nigga, I'm gonna shoot your ass.
Gas is closing in.
Bitch. Cracked him.
Enemy moving to my mark.
What you finna do? You gonna run out of plates? Nigga, down his ass. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Don't get mad.
Creature drone out.
Squad made it to the safe zone.
No.
That nigga was throwing a fit for a second. He was pissed.
Hostile look. Moving.
Woo! She got sniped from behind
Need a breather.
mall
Alert.
or whatever the fuck that shit's called. University. Bitch, snipe me again, ho. Nigga, come over here and say that to me.
Oh!
Holy shit, y'all camping? Come on, man.
Are they shield?
Bop! Stop looking at me.
That should have been a down.
Oh, don't worry. These downs gonna come.
You gotta call. Oh my gosh.
It's alright.
Stand up.
Sniping out there.
Stand up.
No, I ain't standing up.
Bitch. Ooh, like hit his ear.
I ain't standing up. I'm not standing up. Somebody's directly below us.
Yep, I'm gonna stop fucking with this man.
No, you good. Do you think?
There's a team over here across the way too. Cracked him.
Face with tears of joy.
You can see him.
Prices have been reduced.
Down one. Holy shit.
Don't run down, bitch.
I'm not chasing you with you.
Yeah, goodbye.
Why not?
Goodbye.
Chancellor. No.
Yep.
Hang on, I got it.
Make it count.
Throwing smoke.
I'm not even getting
Tossing smoke grenade.
Where you at? Okay, go up. Fuck all that. Why you chasing rats like that?
I don't know.
Just stay in the fucking corner, bro.
Fire sale's over. Adjusting prices. Enemy soldier incoming. Gas is moving. Your squad
Stand up.
on MIA. We're reducing
Same thing again.
deployment time.
I hate this spot.
All right. Safe zone.
Boom! Stop looking at me like that.
Wait.
No. What they gotta do? Jump over here? That's way too far for them. Adrian gone. I didn't even notice.
He just
Enemies
left.
dropping into the AO.
Sound close. Cracked him. Damn. Broke his fucking legs.
Wow, I hit him in the fucking neck with a throwing knife.
Marking the rest of that squad on your attack map. Go get hunting.
I was trying to get over there to you.
Has closed. No more second chances.
Hit that nigga in the neck with a throwing knife. He just.
Oh wait, this nigga just got up.
Your squad mate's back on station. Good work.
Gotta be in there still. You can land here if you want. Watch that door.
Found some armor here. Enemy, cancel my last.
Cracked him. Down him.
There's a scratch.
Can't even mark it.
I need that sniper.
You're losing ground. Move
That's
it.
busting.
I don't know what the fuck sniper that
Down.
is, but you've been fucking niggas up with that shit.
Two down.
Over there.
Two down right here. Down two right there.
Moving to my mark.
That's university.
Moving.
Crawl, Chance.
Sorry.
You're not gonna die.
I ain't gonna get. Oh, that's why. Just go.
I'm dead.
Damn, man. He's still watching. Shoot at him a little bit.
I'm not worried about him, bro. He's not that good.
Come on, go long game. I want to be back. I want to come back. Yeah, that sniper is hit scan, man. I'm just looking at him, dropping him. Damn, could you be more obvious?
Real though.
Relax. You got it. That's not the one to get. Just go water. Don't even worry about it. You got one across the water anyway. Use that. Go long game, bro. I'm not rushing it.
One, two, three.
You got gas moving in.
Get you a gas mask. There's more.
Remained.
Fuck.
They hit us hard
Got your headset on?
Let's regroup and get back up.
Yeah, I heard him late as fuck.
Here, beggar. You been drinking?
Not yet. I'm about to start.
No, bro. All right, maybe you might lock in. That's the only, because you fucking up right now.
Yeah, I know. No.
It's usually me. Here, I'm Let me get a drink real quick.
I need to go get. What time is it? Let me go grab some food real quick. Play one. Grab food.
All right.
But I'll be on for the rest of the night though.
Mm-hmm. Played solo.
Not one time ever did he speak the words, "I'm proud of you." I never heard that from my father. And so I learned early on, sometimes you have to give yourself what you wish you could get from somebody else. You know, sometimes you got to step in front of the mirror and say, "I'm proud of you." Maybe he can't say that, but you can. And so you have to go through whatever's necessary to heal yourself and your personal truth, where you say, "I'm in this success over here, this peace, this happiness, this tranquility is not just for other people. That can be for me too. I deserve that as much as anybody else does." And unless and until you can do that, you're cheating everybody around you that loves you, cares about you, or interfaces with you out of all of who you are. And I think right now, what I'm seeing in this country is, in this society, is intimidation. People are not necessarily yet willing to step up and say, "I deserve for my values to be considered. I deserve for my voice to be heard. I deserve
Use this time for some
to
target
be
practice.
considered."
Real things coming soon.
And I think they are intimidated because we've got these fringe factions that have weaponized certain ideals and turned them into attack strategies. And
Enemies are dropping into the
I
area.
think
Watch the
we have to
skies.
fortify these people, and then treat others with dignity and respect. But as I say, you can't give away what you don't have. So, you know, it all starts with yourself. Now, if you do that, if you look at number one, which is be who you are on purpose. Be who you are on purpose. Live with intention. I mean, it drives me crazy to see people that get up and just go with the flow. Whatever comes their way. What are we going to do tomorrow? Well, we'll see. No, we won't see. You need to decide what you're going to do tomorrow. Live with intention and own it. I mean, people criticize me sometimes.
We're deploying you to the front lines. You're up. Grab your shoes.
And I own what I say. I own what I do. You want to criticize me? Criticize. Somebody's going to criticize you no matter what you do. So you might as well do what you're passionate about, what you believe in.
Let's get this done. Resurgence. If you stay alive till time expires, you've secured redeployment. The more points you earn, the faster that clock's gonna tick.
You suck.
Full armor.
Enemy soldier incoming.
Bitch. Playing like a pussy. Now you dead.
Hostile Mosquito is online. Hostile counter UAV overhead. Hostiles deploy the Mosquito.
Ooh, nice drop shot. I'm coming back. Damn, he got popped. Yeah. Should have slid to the side instead of slid right to him.
Make it count.
Dead sight.
Enemies deploy the counter UAV.
Friendly loadout drops on the way. Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Hostile Mosquito is
I
online.
didn't know why you started fucking with me.
Enemies dropping into the AO. Are still active in the AO. Enemy soldier incoming.
Hostile counter UAV overhead.
You're losing ground. Move it. Enemies dropping into the AO.
Hey, fucking armor. I'm playing with no armor all game. Look at that, nothing. That's a bit.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Fire sale is active. Buy station prices are adjusted. Get ready, resurgence window's about to close. Gas is inbound. Enemy soldier incoming.
Damn, it's because I jumped. If I didn't jump, I would have been alive.
Fire sale's done. Prices are back to normal. into the area. Watch the skies. Resurging. Go get your revenge. Be advised, Resurgence is no longer active. This is for keeps. Supply crates are restocked. Advise you load up now.
What's that? Come on, look out for your boy, man. They've been cheating ever since I died.
UAV is bingo fuel. RTV at the time. Gas is moving.
They suit me up for some close
Only
range.
10 left. We've got 10 squads active in the field.
my
5
shooting
squads still
hurts.
operational in the AO. It is a valiant effort. Keep your head up. Return to base. 3 squads left in the war zone. Stay alert.
Stupid, man.
call.